video. It's going to be the first of two parts of my season preview for the upcoming 2014 to 15 Premier League season. I'm going to do two parts. The first part, which is the one you're watching, is going to be purely on Chelsea and our chances and our sort of squad analysis. And then sort of the next one, which I'm going to do later today or tomorrow, is going to be more about the general Premier League, and I'll sort of make my prediction of what the Premier League table is going to look like. Anyway, so first of all, I'm going to start with our squad, and this season is competition for starting places more than any other season which I can remember, probably since Mourinho's first year actually, because I think every position there's a decision to make. Obviously, starting off with the goalkeeper, Petr Cech vs Courtois. Personally, I think that Courtois is now a better goalkeeper than Petr Cech, and I feel that he will progress into the number one by the end of the season. However, our first game is against Burnley, and we're away, so we're away against a team on Monday night. They've just come up to the Premier League. They're going to be so up for it. It's Chelsea as well, big team. I think we might as well stick Cech in goal for that, just because that's going to be such a reality shot for him, for Courtois. Burnley actually play quite good football, but still, going to be swinging balls into the box, long balls. Cech. It's going to be a very English game, if that makes sense. And I think that I would personally think we'd be safe just putting Cech in goal, but Courtois over the season will eventually be the number one. So Courtois will be our number one goalkeeper. The back four, it's hard, like last year we had the best defence in the Premier League. I think pretty much since Abramovich took over, we've always had a strong defence. But I think this could be our strongest. I know, Carvalho, Terry, Gallas. That was a very, that was probably our strongest so far. But I think this is actually better because you got to look at both fullbacks. I mean, we've got fantastic players. I mean, Felipe Luis. I know what my video on him signing was a little bit. Is he actually worth the 15 million, 20 million which we paid for him? But those two halves in pre-season I've seen, he looks absolute quality. I mean, no, I haven't seen. I know he's been playing weak opposition, but he hasn't been beaten. He's got forward. He can play a pass. He can cover well. He looks like absolute first class. He could be a wonderful piece of business that you've done there. Obviously, on the right back, this is probably where the biggest debate comes in. Do we go for Dave, or do we go for Branner? Obviously, I'm going to go for Dave. He's brilliant. He just is. I mean, you can't beat him. But again, we have still got Branner, who's been a fantastic servant to the club, but I think he belongs in the centre back position personally this season. I feel that his crossing is not good at all. He is getting slower and slower because he's getting older, obviously, but he still can be a real threat in the air. And I think at centre back, I think it'll be him, Cahill and Terry sort of alternating in the centre back role. I know people say it's not good, but Terry and Cahill played together for England, and Terry and Ivanovic have played together for about sort of 6 years, and they all know either combination with those three as the two centre backs. I think is confident they know each other well enough. It's good. Now the midfield. This is where we're really well stocked this year. I think we're going to have two different formations this year. We're going to have the one which we've seen recently, the 4-2-3-1, and a 4-3-3. I feel that when we're at home, going against sort of, lesser opposition, for example the Leicester game, I think we will go 4-3-3, and I think we'll line up. It'll be pretty similar both times, but I think the 4-3-3 will be it won't be the one where you've got two holding and the attacking midfielder. I think we'll have the holding midfield between Nemanja Matic, and then we'll have Fabregas and Oscar in centre mids, and then sort of triangle facing like that instead of triangle facing like that instead of like that. It makes no sense, but you should know what I mean. and then I think that'll be on midfield. Then we'll have probably I'm going to say Hazard on the left. Like Eden was absolutely phenomenal last year, and I think he can get even better. I think looking at last year, as good as he was, I feel he at times was a bit overrated. I don't know if I'm the only one who's thought that, but he has potential to go on and win Player of the Year. Premier League Player of the Year next year. Definitely, that's definitely not past him. And on the right, and then on the right, it's going to be sort of a battle between Willian and Schürrle. Even though Schürrle is sort of more of a left-sided player, I personally prefer Schürrle. I think he's a lot more direct. I think Willian's work rate is phenomenal. I think he offers a lot of different stuff to the team. But I think in the 4-3-3, Schürrle would be better suited. In the 4-1-2-1-2, it would be very similar, but I do think Willian will come in on the right side to add that support. But then I don't know where Salah leads in all of this. I think he has got potential to offer something to the squad, but he does. Him and Mikel I've never rated ever. I think those two are at the biggest risk of being sort of cut off of the squad. And I mean, Victor Moses is good as gone, isn't he? I mean, he's not Chelsea quality. We'll probably sell him or loan him again. And then Striker's actually, for once we've got options up front. I mean, we've waited a long time to have actually decent strikers, and we do actually look like we've got that now. We've got I think Costa will easily be the number one striker if you pay 32 million for someone they're going to play. But I feel that Lukaku's going to really push him. If we keep Lukaku, that is going to really push him for the number 9 role. Our current number 9, Fernando Torres. No, he'll go in the summer, he'll go in January. Personally, he's got no future at the club really. But and then of course Didier Drogba has returned, and I think he'll be sort of an impact. He'll be like sort of Denver Bar's role last year, that coming on late, trying to get a goal. I forgot to mention in the midfield. I feel that when we go 4-2-3-1, I think Ramirez will come in instead of either Fabregas or Oscar, probably depending what their form is, because I think Ramirez had a poor season last year, but at least 3 years prior to that, fantastic. And I think he adds his energy and running definitely offers a lot. Our chances for silverware, I think if we don't win the league this year, it'll be a big disappointment. I mean, we've spent more than anyone else. We had the best team last year. We should have won the league last year. We've got the best manager. I mean, if you look at, who else which other Premier League player would you rather have in that squad? Who do you think? I personally think Yaya Toure, maybe. Suarez is gone. No, I think other than sort of Toure, suppose you could sort of say maybe Rooney could edge it up front, but who else for other Premier League teams is going to get into that team? Maybe Company. I'll probably say Company as a centre back. Bar centre backs are fine. See, I think we've got the best squad, best manager. Hopefully, we're going to try and have the best support this year. I know, obviously, I've said the support could improve, so I think it would be disappointing if we don't win the League Cup. I think pre-season's shown that we've got some talented youngsters, and I wouldn't mind just giving them a go in Capital One Cup games, and wouldn't mind going out early in that competition. As much as I'd like to win it, I wouldn't mind going out early and sort of sacrificing it for a better run out of the competition. FA Cup, again, it depends how seriously we're going to take it. I think early rounds definitely introduce some youngsters, but as we get closer, why not go for the win? Champions League, probably another semi-final exit. Probably disappointing me as well. So yeah, that's my preview for us for the next season. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything which I've said. I personally think our transfer window is done, but I think there will be a few exits, and I've mentioned them already. You've been watching Carefree TV. You're the Blue Fly Flying Knight, and I'll see you in the next video.